great pleasure and deep sense of responsibility that I welcome you to our young but very vibrant city, Abuja, for the 4th edition of African Natural Resources and Engineering Investment Summit, popularly known as Afnis 2025. And on behalf of the Ministry of Solid Minerals Development, and indeed on behalf of the federal government of Nigeria, I extend our sincere appreciation for your presence and participation in this strategic continental dialogue that we are about to embark on. This year's summit convenes at a pivotal moment for Africa, a time when the continent is shifting its narrative from potentials to purpose, from resource-rich to value-driven, and from dependence to self-determined development. Afnis 2025 is not just a forum, it is a catalyst for Africa's transformation. The theme of this year's summit, which is harnessing local content for sustainable development, is both timely and compelling. It reflects our shared aspiration to leverage Africa's vast resources, both in terms of natural resources and energy resources, in a way that fosters inclusiveness, technological advancement, and economic resilience. Today, we are not merely discussing commodities. We are envisioning a future where minerals wealth are refined, processed, and utilized on Africa's soil.
It is a great honor to welcome you to this 4th edition of the African Natural Resources and Energy Investment Summit here in Abuja, the Nigeria's federal capital. As host, Nigeria is very proud to welcome leaders, investors, and experts from the mining, energy, power, and finance sectors worldwide to engage in transformational conversations that will set the tone for the future of our continent. Therefore, this summit is not just for exchanging ideas, but we seek to build a future where Africa's natural wealth is no longer a statistic in someone else's report. We aspire to a continent where its natural wealth serves as a driving force for industrial growth, equity, and sustainable development. In line with the aspirations of Agenda 2063, this gathering marks a very decisive step towards a development model anchored on our priorities. Today, Africa is at a crossroad. Our continent boasts a wealth of natural resources which hold immense potential for meeting sustainable development goals. This year, for instance, electricity generation in the continent's energy market is estimated to reach 866.8 billion kilowatt hours, growing at an annual rate of 1.75% from 2025 to 2029. Much of this will be consumed in residential areas, leaving the rest for transportation and industry. North Africa still leads in access to electricity, followed by Southern, West, and East Africa. Central Africa is expected to catch up with other parts of the continent in due course. Now, faced with this challenge, African countries are pressing the pedal to full throttle to mobilize resources and attract investments into their energy sectors. We're also introducing innovative grid technologies and advanced systems to integrate variable renewable energy sources very effectively. Our goal is not just simply to make our grids larger, but to make them smarter, more stable, and climate resilient. Just as critical as energy is, the future of Africa's mineral wealth is more critical to us. Nigeria is home to over 40 types of minerals, including gold, lithium, tin, coal, and rare earth elements. A few of these resources are central to the global energy transition. Yet, they often remain unprocessed on our shores. This is the paradox that we must confront. Africa has been a supplier of raw materials for far too long. And of course, in doing so, we forfeited jobs, industrial growth, and absolute economic sovereignty. This must end now. The actual value of our minerals lies not in the dust and rock, but in the refined products, batteries, alloys, steel, and technologies that emerge when we process them ourselves locally. Our campaign for value addition, therefore, began with a renewed consciousness to preserve and maximize our mineral wealth, thereby gaining more market value and translating to a better life for our people. This campaign is the reason for the foundation and formation of the Africa Mineral Strategy Group, the influential association of mining ministers in Africa, which I have the privilege of chairing. At our 6th interministerial meeting recently, we took far-reaching decisions on the need to further regulate the exports of raw minerals by insisting on processing them before exportation. Significantly, the MSG also considered a proposal that I laid before the meeting to adopt and apply the recently developed African Mineral and Energy Resources Classification and Management System, acronym AMREC, and the Pan-African Resources Reporting Code, PAC. This capacity building initiative is good news for Africa.